Hi, I'm Dustin Klein, some guy on the internet. And today we're gonna do an average Joe's comparative analysis to rim widths with the same size tire for gravel bikes. You hear all these people saying wider rims are better, but maybe wider rims aren't better. In fact, maybe skinny is just as good. So let's get to the bottom of it. And if you'd like to skip straight to the conclusion, you may go ahead and do such things. Check the timeline below. I'll see you there. Big thanks to Easton Cycling, we have the opportunity to try 2 different rim widths with the same size tire. Some comparative analysis to get rid of the purchase paralysis. Let's start skinny and work our way wide, just like real life. Should I show them when I talk about them? First up, we've got the Easton EA90 SL disc. These are an alloy rim with an internal width of 19 millimeters. They come with Easton Vault center lock hubs with a rim depth of 27 millimeters. They're tubeless ready. And they weigh in at just 1,537 grams for a wheel set. And I gotta note that because this test is specifically geared towards gravel, I'm testing both wheel sets with Schwalbe G1 bites. They're 45 millimeter tires that lean just ever so slightly off-road, but can still make their way on the road to the off-road, from the road to the road. And I know that 45 millimeters is pushing it for a 19 millimeter internal width wheel, but if this was the only wheel set that I had, I would still be pushing it to the biggest size tire I could fit in my frame. So that's why we're going with 45, which is actually one of my personal favorite sizes for 700C wheels for riding gravel. Hey, and I'm curious what size rim widths you're riding. Leave a comment down below. I feel like everyone can kind of benefit from that. So what are we comparing these with? Well, funny you should ask. We're comparing these against the Easton EA90 AX disc, which is their proper Ramble Gramble wheel. This alloy rim measures in at 25 millimeters internal width. Also has Easton Vault center lock hubs and a rim depth of 21 millimeters. Tubeless ready, this wheel set weighs in at 1,625 grams. And I should note that this wheel set hits that sweet spot just below $1,000. They actually come in MSRP at $800 each, which is pretty decent considering the wheels that you're getting for it. So how am I doing this comparative analysis? I'm taking both wheel sets on the exact same route. It's got all kinds of good stuff. Back to back with a different wheel set for each ride. And then we're gonna see what all the fuss is about. I hope there's something to fuss about. What do you think's gonna happen? Leave a comment down below. Predictions, leave your predictions, or wait 2 minutes and find out the results. The choice is yours. All right, skinny guys first. Here we go. So these SL90s with the 19 millimeter internal width mounted to a 45 Schwalbe G1 measured out to 43 millimeters. We lost some girth. How fascinating is that? Oh, and I'm running them at 35 PSI, approximately. Same front and back. And so far, the SL90s are quick. These would be a real solid all-rounder if you only had one wheel set. Oh God, that was fun. Holy cow. All right, one more time. All right, round number 2. I find this fascinating. For 6 extra millimeters of rim width, going from a 19 millimeter to a 25 millimeter internal width, you only gain 1 millimeter of tire size. Even though that tire's not that much bigger, the fact that the base of that tire is 6 millimeters wider, I can feel it when I corner on the bike. They feel slightly slower than the SL wheels did. Okay, let's gather ourselves and figure out what we've learned. Whew, God, that was fun. The same route, 2 rides, 1 day. Never done that before. Okay, all right, what were my final thoughts on this? Was there a big difference? Was there no difference? Was it worth the comparative analysis? The answer to this comparative is it really depends on your situation. And here's where I see their strengths and weaknesses. We'll start with the SL discs, the skinny guys. They're fast, they're agile, they're light. The skinnier rim is able to take from a 23 all the way up to 40, maybe 45 if you feel like pushing it. So if you're looking to do more road than off-road, that wheel set is gonna be a lot more flexible for you than if you jump into something wider. It's gonna be harder to get down to those skinnier, faster tires. I honestly thought that they were gonna feel a little nerve-wracking on the descents, but they did surprisingly well. You know, maybe if you already have a skinny set of rims, you might be fine. It might actually benefit you to just get a whole different wheel set size, like a 650B. I'm just saying. But these AX wheels, the wider 25 millimeters, are a real smart solution if you're leaning towards doing just a little bit more off-road. Even though you didn't gain that much more in tire, with the internal width of the rim being wider offers more stability, and the sidewall is just that much more stronger to help you with cornering and overall stability. It just feels bassier, which is super helpful for specifically descending in dirt. Any kind of off-road in general, that's gonna be advantageous. The 25 millimeter rims also are going to offer a little bit more girth for bigger tires. So if your frame can take up to like a 50 millimeter tire, you're good to go. I think you can go down about as low as 32 with these. So if you're looking to knock out some fast roadie miles, these might not be the wheels. But if you're a dedicated dirt dog, wider is better. Make that shit big! This was a very interesting comparative analysis. Even though the difference between these two rim widths was subtle, it is a difference. And one thing to think about, if you're on the fence or maybe you've already gotten a wheel set and you're stuck with it, you're fine because the differences are nuanced. But if you're about to get a new wheel set and you're wondering if you should do skinny or wide, now you have a little bit of information about which direction to go based on the type of riding that you do. I hope you found some of this informative. Again, shout out to Easton for helping us out and making this video possible. Much respect to you for tuning in. And, hey, I think I want to give away these wheels. Do we have to give these back to Easton? Do you think, what happens if we give them away? I say fuck it, let's give them away. I want to give away both of these wheel sets to you. And all you gotta do to win these wheel sets is subscribe to the channel, leave a comment with what state you live in and which wheel set you're interested in, follow Easton Cycling on Instagram, and Dustin Klein _ on Instagram. And that's it. Straight up, simple, super easy. And in the next few weeks, I'll select a winner and I'll pin the winners in the comments below so you'll know when it's done. But if you don't see pinned names, enter, man, you still got a chance. Unfortunately, this has to be domestic only. If there's anything you liked here, go ahead, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, now might be the time, and you're that much closer to entering to win a brand new set of wheels with tires and sealant. God damn, that's a good deal. Those are good looking wheels. Oh, and these wheels are handmade, not a machine. How cool is that? I want to keep these wheels. Until next time, dear friend, this is Dustin Klein, signing off.